Rama's birth certificate. Yeah, this is Ramayana, history or myth. I like that. I like it where they're showing that it's people consider both. I like it when it's like, oh, just so you know, this is what people consider. Here's the facts behind one and why people might see it as a
Indians
myth.
have a tendency to linger on. They are highly unscientific and believe in hearsay. The epitome of this weakness is their craze for Ramayana. European scholars and eminent historians have questioned the veracity of Ram. Politicians have even filed affidavits denying his existence. What we, the Desis, could never get is that Ram is just a fictitious figure. He never existed. Know who existed? Christ. His birth, such a historical milestone that even today we measure our years against it. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, 4 good people have vouched for the veracity of Christ. Now that is true history. Not some sketchy fantasy written by an Indian hermit, but a grand Western story. But since we are all
well, it's not really Western,
anyway,
but I get what he
let's
means.
Dig deeper. Maharishi Valmiki tells us that on the noon of the 9th day in the month of Chaitra, the star Punarvasu was in the ascendant. Many visible planets were exalted. That's when Ram was born. Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John didn't know the year, the season, the month, or even the day when Christ was born. Matthew does add that at the time of birth, there was a bright star in the eastern sky. So specific, right? Ram was born to Kaushalya in a palace in Ayodhya. Myth. Christ was born to a Virgin Mary, maybe in a cave or a manger, somewhere near or in Bethlehem. History. Ram's father, Emperor Dashrath, was the son of Aj, who ruled Ayodhya for a long time. Valmiki gives us a list of his ancestors from the Ikshvaku dynasty of kings.
Well, I'm curious on what he's going to say about this, because there also is a huge lineage tree. It's called the Book of Numbers, and it's a slug to get through.
A genealogy corroborated by other ancient books. Christ, on the other hand, has not one, but 2 very different genealogies. Matthew gives 41 generations from Abraham to Jesus. Luke gives 59 generations from God to Jesus. But hey, wait a second. Why was someone maintaining the genealogy of a carpenter? We all know how Ram looked like. Tall, dark, and handsome. Jesus, on the other hand, is all over the place. White, olive, brown, husky, even black. More than 500 verifiable observations have been researched by Nilesh O, pointing to Ram being born on Chaitra Shuddha Navami or 29th November 12,240 BCE. 500 data points agreeing to a single date. By the way, Matthew and Luke don't even agree on who Christ's father was. Joseph, the son of Jacob, or Joseph, the son of Heli. With such consistent information, even the Gram Panchayat of Bethlehem would not.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can tell he's obviously never actually read the scriptures himself, because I can... Well, it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to just say that this guy doesn't know anything about the Bible. He's just nitpicking here and there. This was I liked it in the beginning because the way he wrote the title, but going into it, it's clear he's not a historian of the Bible, because there are historians of the Bible that if you watch those videos, they will prove for a fact the history of the Bible, because the Bible even now is being proven through archaeology and things like that. But that's the thing. Everything, like all religions are somewhat historical in certain aspects. It's all about the perspective of it.
Issue a birth certificate to Christ. But hey, who cares?
But that's the thing. Okay. There's a difference between Catholicism, Christianity, there's the like every religion is fractured off the board. Off the board. That's why it's so hard for people to see eye to eye.
Jesus is solid history. It is Sri Ram who is a myth. Okay, children?
Yeah, not his best work. Not his best work. I gotta say, it's kind of difficult to watch something like that with someone who hasn't done all the. So clearly, he knows a lot about his own culture, his own beliefs, which is amazing. But before you start questioning other beliefs, you should at least do the research. It's okay. Like, I can't question it because I haven't done enough research. I mean, I've read through the Quran, I've gone through the Book of Mormon, I've gone through a few other obscure. I mean, I went through the mythologies of the world, and Hinduism was there before I realized, oh, everyone got mad at me for saying mythology for it. I was like, okay, so it's something I need to know. Yeah, it may not be 100% accurate, but it was nice seeing his perspective and the fact that everything. Because honestly, what does it matter about when someone was born? I don't think my birthday matters to anyone. Does anyone care? No, because it's mine. I don't think Jesus Christ being born or Ram being born matters to any point. Because everyone there have been people who tried to narrow down the date, and it just got moved to Christmas for whatever reason. But yeah, not big on that one. Because when it comes to religion, like, that's the thing. Everyone has an interest, and they get defensive of their own. Like, for me, it's just like the fact that he was saying things that seemed like, I can't say anything for the Ram, but what he was saying about the Bible, I know for a fact is wrong. And just that alone already negates him as a historian in my eyes. So if he was just telling the history of Ram, amazing, absolutely amazing. But when he starts comparing it to other things, if he's wrong about the Bible, then how do I know he's even right about what he believes? It's one of those things.